Hey, this is Paul Evans, and we're getting ready for our next mission with SWAT, Enlist paying clients. That's going to be this Saturday from 9 a.m. until noon. Last Saturday, we talked about epic content and did 3.5 hours of training on that, plus all the cool bonuses that came with it as well. So much positive feedback from that because people are out there realizing that there's got to be more to content than putting something up on our webpage, right? And just putting something up in a product. It requires a lot more than that. And the response that you get from all of that really turns people into the paying clients that we're going to be talking about this week. Now, that's the key word, paying clients. Sometimes we start thinking about how big we want our list to be, and we think that automatically the larger number we get, the more money we're going to make. Now, it seems like that would be true. But at the same time, I don't want you to think that you got to have this giant list in order to do really well in your business. But you do need to have paying clients. You see, a big list alone, hey, it can feed your ego. But paying clients, that feeds your family and your dreams. A big list alone, it frees your mind a bit. You relax because you feel like I've got a pretty good list here. I've got a lot of folks who are paying attention to what I do. But paying clients frees your time a lot. It's one thing to have a little bit of mental freedom where you feel like you've got a little bit of breathing room. It's another thing when you know that you can do what you want when you want because of the freedom that comes when you have paying clients, when you've got customers that you know are going to buy your next release instead of wondering how you're going to make a buck. A big list alone creates false security. You don't really know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to make these sales. You're not sure if you're really going to convert, but you kind of think you do. So you have some false security here. So I feel like if I've got a list of 50,000 people, then I can just do any sort of release out there. Really doesn't matter. And I'm going to make money. Well, you may make some money, but the truth is that with a much smaller list that's focused and is filled with clients that pay, you get real security. You don't have to wonder. You don't have to guess. You can look at your numbers ahead of time and know what you're doing. For example, and Carrie and I are going to share some of this in Mission 3 when it talks about the perfect offer, when we train on that. But we had numbers set for one of our DIYs a couple of weeks ago called Escape. We had a specific number down on the page. We predicted that we were going to sell X number of units, but we sold more than that. How did that happen? Was it just because we had all these new people come on? Or did we have past clients, past customers, past students buy from us again, and we were able to predict what was going to happen? You see, that's real security. False security is I've got a big list, I'm going to make some sales. Real security is I'm going to release this product and I'm going to be able to sell X amount. And you see the difference? That's huge. It's major. A big list alone invites headaches. You've got a lot more people trying to get in touch with you, a lot more people who are complaining about things, a lot more people who are creating, quote, customer support issues, but they're not actually buying anything. But you're having to constantly get back with them because they're saying things like, well, I know you're not going to email me back, and I know that this is all a scam. It also costs a lot more to manage a large list than a small list. Now, I'm not saying at all, don't build a big list. But if you're going to build a big list, it's better to have a big list full of paying clients. But if you're going to have a big list alone or a smaller list of paying clients, you're going to make way more with the paying clients. Paying clients, they cure headaches. Here's why. Carrie and I were talking about this a couple of days ago, and it's amazing. We've done DIY for 18 months, pretty much a release a month or something going out every month. 18 months. You know how many refunds we've had? 2. You know what those 2 were based on? Some technology issues that people just weren't able to overcome on their system. How about that? See, when you've got paying clients, It cures the headaches because you've got people who know you, who trust you, who rely on you for the next release. You know, they're waiting for that, just like we talked about with Epic Content, that Epic Content gives you the ability to create this anxious audience that can't wait for your next release. And when your anxious audience are paying clients, it cures your headache, your wonder, your doubt. It's amazing. A big list alone produces freebie seekers. Yeah, we do need to do the giveaway or something to get them on our list, but we've got to be very careful because otherwise all we'll do is train people to expect something for free. And then when you finally charge, what do? They get upset. I thought you were one of the last cool people left. Now you're like everybody else. You're trying to make me spend money. So it produces freebie seekers, whereas it produces buyer blitzes when you got paying clients. It's been amazing since we switched over to Wishlist Member to control the flow of the experience at DIY. And people who have said, hey, I've got a couple of courses that I'm missing. And sometimes I've said, send me a list of everything just to make sure that we've got everything set up in your account. I've never had anyone send me one product. Not one time. They've never sent, there's always multiples. Earlier today, I got like 9. So when you've got a list, when you enlist, when you invite buying clients, paying clients, it makes it so much easier on your business and on your life. So when we enlist these paying clients, we're going to talk about list building, how to get more visitors to your website that are interested and willing to buy. We're going to talk about conversion tactics and retention models. And we're even going to talk about what WordPress users and bloggers must know about list building. A lot of us are using WordPress. A lot of us have blogs, but we're not really building our list the way we should. Now look at these numbers. I've got a buddy of mine that has a list of about 5,000. He does about 200,000 a year. And another guy I know has a list of only 2,000 and does 2 million a year. So when you build your list right, you can leverage it to the maximum degree. We're also going to talk about effective advertising, the top 3 ad sources outside of AdWords. People often want all that fast, free traffic, and we've got some things about that. But what about paying for some traffic and making it affordable? Finding the right type of advertising, designing great ads. What about swipes and shares? You know, there are people in your market that'd be willing to share their list with you or swap list where you mail for them and they mail for you. But how do you approach somebody? We're going to talk about that. What about renting an email list? Is this even legal? Is it legal to rent a list? And where should I go to find a list of buyers in my market? And see, that's what's important. Did you notice that? Where do I go to find a list of buyers? There are a lot of email lists out there. There are even a lot of direct mail lists. But are you renting buyers? Conversions. It doesn't matter how much traffic you get if you don't convert them. So 4 ways to convert more guests into buyers. We'll talk about your autoresponder sequence, how that comes into play, how to program it, how many emails, how often, what's the content to offer ratio you should be using. Of course, we're going to have Q&A during the event and also a follow-up Q&A the week after just to make sure all your questions are covered. You know, if we were to sell this alone, it'd be about $97, but this is included. This is one of your bonuses. Also, the List Building Emporium, 16 top ways to build your list. That'll be a bonus for you. Paid traffic, getting people to your offers fast, another free bonus. 7 ways to increase your paid traffic revenue. The guide to ROI. How do you get a return on investment? Very important. 7 ways to increase your paid ads effectiveness, and a toolkit. 13-page toolkit is full of information to help you excel in your paid traffic generation efforts. So we're going to cover a lot of that and make sure that you're doing it right. You know, people are scared of paid traffic, but you don't have to be if you do it right. So each one of these individually, if we were doing our typical SWAT release, typical DIY release, what do we usually do? We usually release it at 97, and it goes to 147. So these are 3 DIYs. Calling them missions, but it's actually 3 separate events, but we felt like they had to come together because they build on each other. We've got Epic Content. You can enlist paying clients. And then how do you get them to pay? You create the perfect offer. So normally these would be $147 each. But if you order by 9 p.m. Central, Thursday night, well, it says September 27th. Left the old date on there. That's Thursday night, October the 4th. October the 4th, Thursday night. We've got Samantha Hartley, jaw-dropping client getting messages. She is incredible when it comes to this. And she's also a branding expert. You're going to love this bonus. Also, how to create buzzworthy infographics for Pinterest, blogs, and more. And then secrets to filling your teleseminars and webinars each and every time. That's a great way to build a buyer's list, teleseminars and webinars. But you don't make any money if your room's empty. So we're going to show you how to do that. So what's the price? If you watch the first video, you already know. If you've scanned down this page, you know. It's going to be $297. Once we're through all of the training, it's going to be $297. But you can order with a coupon right now. The coupon is DIY SWAT. You save $100. We got a video right above the checkout link that shows you exactly how to apply that coupon if you've not done that before. And underneath this image on the sales page, you also have a 2-pay of $99 if you prefer that, or even a 5-pay of $47. Somebody suggested that, so we thought we'd run with it. $100 off, $197, or 2-pay of $99, or 5-pay of $47. All right. That's it. DIY SWAT. This Saturday, Enlist paying clients. This is going to turn your business around because the more people we have that are paying, the more we can predict that they're going to buy the next product they recommend, the more stable our business becomes. It's going to be a blast. Hope to see you this Saturday. Get in now. The $197 is for all three. It's for all three, plus all of the Q&A follow-ups, plus all of the bonuses. If you get in, you get the extra bonuses if you get that in time. But all the bonuses that are listed under each one of these missions on this page is included as well. As always, success is not an accident. Be blessed.